Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. I was laughing as I was about to hit record. This is my second time starting this reading, and the reason being, the first time I got about 1 minute into the reading, and because someone was delivering mail to my apartment and playing music out loud, the sound of the music coming through the recording distracted me. And the ironic thing about this is I had just been channeling from the first card I pulled for this reading, which is Adjacent Possibilities in the Upright Position. And I said that this card spoke to shifting through timelines, how we are moving through timelines very fast. I'm hearing time warp. So you might be noticing time moving differently. This has really been a recurring theme over the course of time. I just saw the number 111 for someone as well. But specifically, I wanted to read into how this was affecting the Twin Flame Collective. I saw the number 122 as well. Someone might have a January or February birthday here. I'm hearing the name Josh for someone, but do keep in mind, I channel many different specific numbers, names, locations, etc. So always only take from those details what resonates with you personally. But the interesting thing about the mail delivery coming right as I was starting this reading is I felt it was a message about communication potentially coming in through this connection. So I am going to be diving deeper into those energies to bring forth some messages for all of you beautiful souls listening in here. But first, if you would like me to channel specifically for you and your situation, be sure to like this video and also double check that you are subscribed to this channel, because by liking and subscribing, these are forms of energetic transfer. And this energy exchange allows me to pick up more easily on you, on your situation, and channel more specific details for that situation, both here and in future videos as well. So right away, we have Adjacent Possibilities, which lately I have been taking to be speaking on timelines, and specifically how this shifting through timelines is reflecting what is coming into balance between the divine masculine and divine feminine, with Magician and the Mirror in the reverse position coming out here. You guys know this is one of my 2 twin flame cards in the deck. So, of course, only you can know what form of soul connection you are dealing with here. And regardless of whether or not you are a twin flame, I do believe you are here for a reason. So there is most likely some message within this reading for you. But we also have the Contract card reversed, the Man Holding a Coin upright, my Awakening Masculine card, and also the Attachment card upright. So what I'm getting is that many attachments are being cut for the divine masculine especially, and this is resulting in the clearing out and breaking free of karmic cycles, patterns, and energies, and is also boosting the masculine higher in regards to his vibration, which of course represents his awakening process. As he continues to awaken and connect in more with who he is, his vibration continues to rise. Do keep in mind, by the way, I do use these pronouns he, her, she, him, but these masculine and feminine labels and the pronouns are really just used for shorthand here, because of course the masculine can be a female and the feminine can be a man or a male as well. Now, with Blossoming Abundance upright, I see that many things are being set into motion between the twins, but much of what is shifting and changing is, I'm hearing, happening in the invisible realm. I'm also getting the name, almost a name with the letters R, A, U, and L in the initials, either the first or last name. But what I'm getting here with Blossoming Abundance is that also the symbolism of a sunflower is coming out here. I'm getting that much has been set into motion energetically, and I'm hearing that it was the divine feminine who planted the seed here, who created this foundation, so to speak, with the root chakra in the upright position, that now the divine masculine is springboarding off of into his own awakening process. It's interesting because many listening will resonate as the divine feminine polarity, but as the divine feminines, we often see meeting our twin flame as a catalytic experience, an experience that catalyzes us into our own spiritual awakening process. But what I'm really getting from your guides here is this reminder that you have done the same for your divine masculine. Although this may be less visible at times, you are a catalyst for him and through his awakening process as well. This may be especially difficult to remember, or more important to keep in mind at this time, because many divine feminines with the garden and the gates are feeling a bit more guarded, taking a bit more time to themselves, focusing on themselves. They may have set boundaries within this connection or pulled away to some extent. But it's so interesting because this garden and the gate card fell on the opposite side of this male figure in one of the other cards that I'm seeing representing the masculine. And if you look at the eyes of both of these individuals in either card, they are fixed on each other. So it's like there is this gate of protection between them, but their eyes are both focused on each other. And what I feel this resembling is how you and your twin at this time are completely focused on each other, even though the masculine is going through some kind of a spiritual initiation process. I'm hearing he's getting his wings, metaphorically speaking, but through a lot of fire, through a lot of pain. This may even be a fire sign energy involved here. With the storm warning card upright, I see a lot of conflicts, both internally and externally, surfacing for the masculine polarity at this time, especially as these negative attachments connected with these karmic energies and cycles are brought to the surface. The thing about this timeline shifting, by the way, that's happening between the twins is that as you are shifting through timelines, much of this is happening energetically, invisibly, but it is affecting you in very conscious ways. And this may lead to a lot of really intense experiences. For some reason, I heard cold or flu-like symptoms. So someone might be having symptoms that feel, I'm hearing ascension symptoms, but this might feel like a physical ailment. Of course, I always recommend that you see a medical professional first to explore any potential physical causes of these symptoms. But I'm speaking to those of you who have already explored those routes and who know that these symptoms are coming from the energetic, from the emotional or the spiritual. And I'm hearing that this can be a byproduct of how quickly you are shifting through energy. By the way, my guides keep showing me tea. So if you are experiencing these types of symptoms, I'm getting that indulging in hot tea, herbal teas, and honey, raw honey at this time could be really medicinal and beneficial to you at this time in assisting with some of those energetic symptoms and sensations. I'm also getting that divine feminine, if you are picking up any physical, mental, or emotional feelings of intensity, or what your ego might label as negative. The 911 number just came up on my recording timer. So you may have even had moments so intense it almost felt like hopelessness or almost an anxious, panicked sort of feeling. Know that some of this may be energy you are picking up from your masculine, who is going through these very intense storms within his life with deceit in the upright position. I'm hearing that the curtain is coming down. The deceit can't hold up anymore. Any mistruths, anything that was out of alignment with the absolute resonance of truth is going to come to the surface at this time. And I see that this coming to the surface is actually more intense at this moment for the masculines. However, the feminines are picking up on it subconsciously. I saw the number 1010 for someone also. And as a result of picking up on this energy subconsciously, many feminines are being guided to put up that gate, so to speak, to really retreat back into their cave, to really go into some of that solitude, some of that hermit mode, to, I'm hearing, focus on pampering, caring, nourishing themselves, clearing their energy, cultivating a deep self-love within them as they process through much of the subconscious energy they are getting from the divine masculines. Now, in the extended version of the reading, I am going to be channeling more specific information on exactly what types of metaphorical storms the divine masculines may be going through at this time. So these could be internal or external conflicts that are related to this clearing out of karmic energy, this coming to the surface of truth that some of them haven't been willing to face for a long time. I'm hearing for some for their entire lives, which is why it's being felt by them so intensely and also being intensely transferred to the divine feminine collective as well. So that additional information will be in the Patreon extended reading, which, as always, the Patreon extended reading is in the pinned comments and description box under this video. But for now, I am going to go ahead and reshuffle the Energy Oracle cards deck. And I want to pull forth some messages. Ooh, by the way, I am just now seeing a spider on the other side of my windowsill. So a spider might be a significant symbolism for some of you who are listening. I've also heard that at times the spider can signify spiritual connection, intuition. And so I feel that with that being said, and the number 1212 coming up as well, we should go ahead and speak to what energy is being exchanged between the twins and what the twin flame connection, the connection between this divine masculine and divine feminine, looks like at the 5D level. And the first two cards coming out are the sacral chakra and the 5th chakra, the throat chakra. So right away, I'm picking up that these are the two dominant chakras through which the twins are exchanging energy at this time. What this means, I'm hearing raw, vulnerable emotionality coming through the sacral chakra. So even if you are in what we call separation, if you are apart from your twin flame's physical form, you may be finding moments of intense emotionality. These may be sudden kind of overpourings of emotion coming through this energetic transfer. If you are in communication in the physical with your twin, I see that this massive amount of energy being exchanged through the sacral chakra may be resulting, I'm hearing, really opening the door for very emotional conversations and communication. But at times, with Goddess of the Moon upright, I'm getting that there may be the temptation, divine feminine, to feel a little bit down on yourself because of all of this energy you are picking up from the divine masculine, because of how emotional some of this may be making you feel at this time. You may have moments of feeling a little bit, I hear someone almost calling themselves weak or disempowered, which of course is really just the judgment of the ego. You are not weak, divine feminine, for being capable of feeling so much. In fact, you are learning how to convert that emotionality into strength. And I see that really being the key here. The key being for you, divine feminine, to maintain an open heart when it comes to your life generally. yes, to hold those boundaries that you feel fit when it comes to this connection, to always follow your intuition here when it comes to the physical form of this person. But I see that when it comes to your day-to-day life, you are really being tested in your ability to keep your hearts open in spite of everything you are feeling, to really allow yourself to emotionally self-reconnect, to feel whatever it is that's coming up, because although your ego might see this as being weak or being a distraction, you feeling so much intense emotional energy, what your higher self knows, what your soul knows, is that through the experience of these emotions, a very deep healing is taking place within your heart that is actually resulting in you becoming stronger, becoming more empowered, becoming more independent, with the Angel of Strength card in the upright position. I'm getting something about Leo season. So around the month of August, for some divine feminines, there could have been the beginning of an initiation period that in actuality on the spiritual level was you and is you picking up on an initiation happening within your masculine and reflecting that in your own energy, with the man holding a coin in the upright position. This masculine beginning to open himself, to heal, to shift in this way, to awaken spiritually. I'm hearing has actually energetically opened the door for you, divine feminine, to a deeper level of heart-centered healing, which again is really catapulting you into greater power, but through trials, through, especially at this time, emotional trials, through emotional storms that may be coming up from time to time. So I am going to be reshuffling the cards here. And it's so interesting that the metaphor of storms has come up so dominantly for both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So just like I will be channeling what some of these storms may be specifically for the masculine, I will channel for you in the extended specifically as well, divine feminine, what emotional storms or trials may be coming up, what this emotional initiation may be looking like that is actually, again, healing and opening your heart. In fact, the heart chakra card just came out again in the upright position. But the guidance message I'm getting here is continue to be soft, continue to feel the emotions as they're coming up, continue to hold your heart open, because in doing so, there is so much courage and strength and power and healing taking place. And ultimately, this is leading to such joy and fulfillment, this healing, this emotional self-reconnection, this holding your heart open with happy family upright. I see this specifically connecting with you, divine feminine, having a happy reunion state when it comes to love, a happy reconnection or connection if it's someone new coming in your life. And I see that many of you are going to have free will options as to how this looks. But again, this reunion state, whether it's with a high-level soulmate or with your twin flame counterparts or someone new, this is going to result from you having the courage to do the healing work, to emotionally self-reconnect, and to continue to stay in the present and hold your heart open, meaning to feel whatever comes up for you in the present moment and to allow it to be released. But again, in the extended reading, I will be channeling more for you, divine feminine, about what could be coming up emotionally and what this might mean at a spiritual level, as well as more information about this happy family card, this potential reunion or reconnection in love coming for you as you continue to hold your heart open. Okay, so I am again shuffling the cards, clearing out some of the previous energies, and tapping into specifically what is going on with the divine masculines at this time in the 3D. So envy in the reverse position came out here. I'm getting that for a long time, the Divine Masculine collective in general was really unconsciously unfulfilled, meaning they were in a very spiritually unawakened state of being, feeling unfulfilled in life and in love, but not even really allowing themselves to connect with that truth of their own unfulfillment. With the Deceit card in the upright position, I'm getting that, and the number 25 might be significant for someone. But I'm getting that many Divine Masculines were living a lie by pretending that they were happy, pretending that they were fulfilled, not allowing themselves to feel their own unhappiness or dissatisfaction with life. And for some of them, they were able to focus enough on a particular love connection in their life. This could have been with a karmic, this could have been out in the dating world, or to focus on money, on work with door to value in the upright position. And they placed enough value within these very 3D based things that they were able to derive this kind of false sense of satisfaction or a false sense of confidence and fulfillment, when deep within themselves, they were feeling as though something was missing. And I have to say that immediately when I said something was missing, I heard the Divine Masculine here saying, you were missing, Divine Feminine. But again, this was the truth that they weren't even fully allowing themselves to connect with. So to the masculines, for a while, this may have just felt like a feeling of emptiness that seemed pervasive, but they tried to kind of shove down through distracting with other things like work, like money, or their career, or their 3D success, or very 3D based relationships and connections that were largely based in sensuality or in physicality, but never went past the surface. And there was this awareness that they incarnated here on this earth to experience something more. And I'm getting with the rest and rejuvenation card. For many of these masculines, this awakening began occurring for them around 2020 with the changes that occurred on the planets, because many of them were forced into new routines, forced to see things, themselves, their lives, the world from a different perspective, forced to stop in certain areas of their life. For some of them, they may have experienced a loss of a job, of a career, some kind of radical shift or change in their life that was reflected because of the global changes energetically at that time, that then caused them to have to basically put a pause or a halt on certain distractions in their life and to really evaluate their lives with the patience in the upright position. I see this masculine doing a lot of looking back on his life right now. And I feel again that this began around 2020 for many of these masculines. This is when the feeling of emptiness became more conscious. The number 444 might be coming up for someone as well. With woman holding a heart upright, this card actually came up twice as I was channeling into this masculine's energy, because I feel the dominant emotion on this masculine as he realizes his feelings of emptiness, of unfulfillment. He is really beginning to realize, you, Divine Feminine, hold every piece of me. You hold my heart. Specifically, for some reason, I hear this masculine saying, you hold the key. And right as I said the key, I flipped over the temple path in the upright position. So the key to rising to his highest version of self, to being inspired to that highest vibrational version of self coming through this spiritual awakening you triggered within him, Divine Feminine, and this resulting raise of his vibration that then aligns him with this highest soul's path, this so-called temple path. And I see this masculine more consciously realizing now, for him in the 3D, this may be like calling you his ideal, or saying, if I was living my ideal life, I would be with you. But when this masculine says or just thinks in the back corners of his mind things like this, like, if I was living my best life, we'd be together, or you are my ideal. Really, this masculine is tapping into the spiritual truth that the two of you share the highest vibrational form of soul connection possible as twin flames. And because of this, when you are aligned with your highest path, you naturally align with one another. So when this masculine calls you his ideal or says things along those lines, or even just thinks it without saying it out loud, but you are aware of these thoughts, of course, at some level, Divine Feminine, because you both are highly telepathic. I'm getting that in those moments, the masculine is beginning to realize the spiritual truth of just how connected you are together. And the painful realization is that for many masculines, they allowed you, Divine Feminine, to walk away, or they feel like they lost you or are losing you in some way, with the walking away card in the upright position. And this is causing them to feel a lot of emotion, again, that they are transferring to you through the sacral chakra. I'm getting that you, Divine Feminine, may also have some feelings of nausea or stomach sensations, abdomen sensations associated with this just huge amounts of sacral chakra emotional energy this masculine is sending you. I'm also getting that at times your energy levels might feel a little bit varied, as though they're all over the place. And I just hear this masculine saying, come back to me, with journey in the reverse position. But also, and this is where things become a bit complex and challenging, is the masculine at a higher level, although he is beginning to wake up and to awaken and to heal at this very profound level, energetically, emotionally, his guides are constantly reminding him, or trying to remind him, just as they are reminding you, Divine Feminine, that this journey is not about the physical relationship or the physical person. And in fact, an overfixation on those physical elements of the journey can actually hold us back from experiencing the true energetic upliftment, the true awakening process that occurs as we just allow things to unfold without fixating too much on the physical aspects here. And I see that this masculine is really being pushed not to focus so much on his regret when it comes to losing you, Divine Feminine, or looking back on the past, but to use this connection as a catalyst for helping him realize his own individual spiritual nature and inspiring him to align with that highest vibrational version of himself. So at times, Divine Feminine, when you feel guided to pull away or to set boundaries in the physical with this masculine, in spite of the powerful connection you feel between you. I just saw an orange candle for some reason. But at these times, know that you may be being guided by your intuition in this way, because you are also hearing guidance from your Divine Masculine spirit guides, who are urging him to focus less on the physical here and to really focus in, to hone in on his own spiritual growth and awakening process. Which is really interesting. I don't think I've ever channeled information about how you, Divine Feminine, can actually pick up messages from your Divine Masculine spirit guides as clearly as your own intuition, because of course you are very much interconnected, energetically connected. And if you're interested, I would love to share more information on that in the future. So do let me know in the comments under this video. One final message for you, Divine Feminines listening. This is a bit of a random message coming through from your guides, but the goddess of the moon upright is coming through here with financial constraints in the midway position. I'm hearing that for some Divine Feminines listening, you may feel as though certain doors are closed in love, with door to romance reversed, that perhaps you wish were open. But know that everything really is coming together in perfect time, because the happy family card came out here in the upright position. So it's almost this imagery of a door appearing to be closed, but this is such a strange metaphor, but it's almost like you're trying to pull on a closed door, but there's a ladder beside it. And if you climb the ladder, there is now a hallway leading you straight to this happy family, to this reunion you desire. But in this metaphor, climbing that ladder is equivalent to raising your vibration to that higher level, that higher perspective, where you are able to get clarity on how to move forward rather than continuously fixating on the closedness of that door in front of you. I know that is such an abstract metaphor, but that was from someone's guides, and I hope that reached whoever you are. But the secondary message here has to do with work, career, life purpose, finances. I'm getting that many of you divine feminines may be finding yourselves between things. When it comes to the physical world, you may feel between physical relationships, connections, between homes, between jobs. Know that this feeling of being in between, that might feel kind of perpetual for you sometimes. This might just feel pervasive. This is actually one sign that you are raising your vibration so rapidly that you are consciously registering the fact that you are shifting up through timelines, aligning with those higher vibrational versions of yourself, your work, your life purpose, etc. And so your guides just wanted me to deliver a short message about that, to let you know nothing is going wrong here. When you feel as though you are in between things, or that next phase just doesn't seem to fully come together, know that when something doesn't come together, and you still feel as though you're kind of in between the past and the future, it's actually because you are one who is fully awakened, therefore detached from any specific timeline, raising your vibration very quickly. And I see a pearl necklace for someone for some reason. And because of this, you are aligning with better things, with more expanded things, with greater things. So allow these feelings of in-betweenness, of uncertainty, because they are only a sign that you are rising towards better things that are being prepared for you. You are aligning with that highest manifestation of your work, of your home, of your relationships, your life, and everything else that is most on your mind at this time. So in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling more higher self messages from both the divine masculine, what is most on the masculine's heart at this time, what he most wants to say to you, divine feminine, as well as the reverse messages from the feminine to the masculine, and any spirit guide messages that may want to come through in addition to that as well. But for now, I am going to just pull one final card from the Rumi Oracle. And this card comes out so frequently in these readings and is the Hand of Fatima. So I'm just going to read a little bit from the Rumi Oracle Guidebook for this card as well. And I just know this is going to be a message from your twin flame, just from previewing the first line. I can never leave you, not for a moment, not for an hour. You are in everything I do. You are my everything. My drink is your sweetness. I move to your commands. I am a surrendered prey in your hands, and you are my consuming lion. Your soul and my soul are truly one soul. I swear to our one soul, I long for no one but you. In the garden of your grace, I am only a germinating sprout. The crown of my blooming is the desire to be in your arms. And the guidebook also says, you are giving birth to more spirit than you have ever held before. This oracle brings you guidance that is being born in your life right now. What is being born in your life right now, in your own consciousness as a seed, perhaps of a new way of being, a new idea, belief system, philosophy, or sense of self, is going to come to maturity. What did I say? It's all happening for you. That was such a strong guidance message coming through the end of the reading as well. And all of this is happening under the loving protection of the Divine Mother. You are being asked to heed your intuition and instincts. Have discernment about who you involve yourself with and how you choose to use your time and energy. So I really hope something from this reading resonated with you. If so, I would love to hear from you in the comments under this video. Otherwise, you can follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself for more twin flame information, updates, and inspiring material. Also, the extended version of this reading will be on Patreon in our beautiful soul tribe there. So all of the information on what will be included in the extended reading is in the pinned comments and description box underneath this video. I am wishing you the most beautiful, magical rest of your week, and I will talk to you again in the next reading.